Hi guys, this is Jasmine, your independent Scentsy consultant. I am here today to show you how I create my labels on a couple of different areas, but it is such a great way to do this, and I'm so excited to be able to share this with you because I recently learned it and I wish I'd known it all along. But this is a dubbed voiceover because I recorded it for 15 minutes with everything, apparently no voice recording. So just wanted to show you guys really quick and hopefully everything will match up and sync with my audio. So the first thing you want to do is go to Amazon.com and order your Avery labels, or you can order it from Avery.com. I personally go through Amazon. This is what I purchased a while back. I purchased 3,000 labels. It works really, really well for what I need to do. And so it's very versatile, and I use this label quite often. So the first thing that you want to do is make sure that you know what kind of label you're using. This is why I went back to Amazon to reference what I'm looking at. So it's Avery 5160, and the size is 1 inch by 2 5/8 inches. Okay, so that is incredibly important for us to know in order for us to create the actual label design in just a few seconds. And then also I did order a 3,000 pack, so this is going to last me quite some time. All right, so let's go ahead and hop on over to Canva. And you see, I use this for everything. I do have a subscription service with Canva because I like to have some of the extra add-ons that they do have, but I use it for just about everything. I use it for my Comfort Kills website as well. And you'll see here, go ahead and create a design and come down here and hit custom design. Now you want to change that right there to inches because we know our information in inches, which is 1 by 2.625. I've already done the math for you in this case. I pulled out a calculator. 5/8 comes out to 0.625. So that is what's going to be typed in just a second if my voice can match up with my actions. And there you go. And then you hit create design. And then boom, voila, you have a design. But look what mistake I just made. I made a vertical design. So I don't need a vertical design. I'm actually looking for personally a horizontal design. So let's switch out the numbers. So 2.625. And then over here, let's change that to 1. And then of course it's already in inches, so leave it there and copy and resize. Now we have our horizontal. So as you can see, this is the label for you to work with. And down here you see it's 353% zoomed. So really by the time you scale it back down to 100% of what it actually looks like, this is how large your label is going to look. And this is perfect for a lot of the sample size bags that I use, which are 3-inch bags, because it's just under 3 inches. And then if you look over here on the left-hand side, you're going to see a whole bunch of different types of labels that are pre-made for you that you can simply use and borrow from. So let's take this one for example. Boom, I clicked on it, it's over here. You can change out that information and make this your label if this is what you like to use. In this case, it's an address label, but you can change it to be whatever you want. And then you can use this one, you can use this one, or you can use this one. And then, for example, let's just go ahead and change out the information and say Jasmine. Now I've edited it, and you can make it and change it however you'd like to. But I'm not using these ones. I have a better idea. So let's get it back to blank. So back button, and then I'm going to show you what I've uploaded. So over here, I usually already have all the Scentsy logos uploaded on here, the transparent ones, because I like to use them as often as I can. So look, Scentsy Independent Consultant, transparent logo. I can use that or just not use it at all. In this case, I was making some different stuff for my teamies. And so look at this. I can use this picture. I've already uploaded it. I can use anything. Look at this. Boom, bomb.com. I was congratulating my team members. And so let's go ahead and find my other picture. Oh, actually, let's go ahead and do the lemon verbena counter cleaner. Let's just make a label for this just for the sake of doing it. You can go ahead and put it here, drag it to the size that you want to, and then come over here and add a text. And so what I really like, you see how this here, it says free on the left? And then over here, it says pro. That's why I have a subscription service, because these pros won't cost me anything by having the subscription. So the subscription itself costs me, but I love the way it looks and it just looks so much better. So you take it and you want to edit it. So we're using lemon verbena counter cleaner. So let's put lemon here and then verbena down here. And then that color really doesn't match. It's got a green and yellow theme. So let's go up here to the font and change out the color. And boom. So usually they have a color uploaded and that green's just ugly. So let's go and find something better. That's not bright enough. There you go. This one now matches the color of the picture. So I like to go ahead and just use that there. And let's just add a simple font in here, and let's just add counter cleaner so that people know what it is. So this is for your samples. And then boom, just drag it over here and then try to get it nice and centered and done. See how simple that was? All right, so next thing we're going to go ahead and do, if I can remember my next steps, is to make a different type of label. So you can do this with anything you'd like to, but let's go over here and let's find my picture. So you see here I was doing a lot of Father's Day items earlier, and you can see all of some of the projects that I'm doing and working on, and keep going, and eventually I will find my cartoon. There it is. So there she goes. Let's bring her over. Look, and then if you wanted to change out the pictures, it's as simple as that. So in this case, let's just go ahead and make a brand new label. Instead of using this, I can just make another label within this file. So go ahead and let's hit the back button, get it back to what it originally was because it was already nice, and let's hit add a page. And now I've got another blank label to work with. Drag over the picture that I've already uploaded. So you can upload any pictures you want to use, and then get her nice and centered, make her a little bit bigger. And then let's go over here. Look at the photos. So these are stock photos that you can use from Canva. Some of them are free, some of them are pro. So the pro ones, you do have to have a subscription. And then the elements. I like to use the arrows anytime I want to have a call to action, like to scan here with QR codes. And then of course, back to the fonts. So you see a lot of pro fonts. Let's just scroll and find something really cute. This is one of my favorites. So let's go ahead and get this over here and bring it over to this side, and let's start changing it. So let's change this one to Jasmine. It's big, so let's downsize the font just a little bit. Down. Boom. And then go ahead and change the other one. Let's put Sandoval, and then again, make the font size a little bit smaller, and then boom, done. Now the color doesn't quite match, so let's take a look at these colors here. We've got like a teal going on, and then we've got a lavender on the cartoon. So let's change that to a pretty lavender. Boom, there you go. Now it matches. Then go back here. Let's change that to like a nice minty color. Oh yeah, there you go. Now we're matching. So it looks really, really good. Love it. And then we can go ahead and keep moving on. So now we have my picture, we have my name, and let's just add another simple text in here, and let's put my website, which is my2scentsusa.com. So yours would probably be scentsy.us. Make the font a little bit smaller so it looks good. Drag it over here, get it centered. What's really great is they have those centered lines, and let's put your number in 555 555555, right? So that's what they do in Hollywood. All right, so now, boom, we're done. That's all you needed to do. Now I have myself a beautiful label, and if I choose to color this in color, which I really will, this is what I'm going to use, and this will be perfect on all of your samples. So you want to come over here and you want to download, but you don't want to download all of them. Right now I only want to print my label with the cartoon. So come back and just click on my label, click done, and click download. And then you're going to see it downloads fairly quickly, and you've got it. Now you've got the download sitting over here in your computer, and then you want to come back over here. Now you go to avery.com. That's the next spot you're going to go to. Create an account already. So I have an account, and I'm going to go ahead and click on back to my Amazon because I can't quite remember what label I use, and this is why it's important. Avery 5160. Now I have that information. I need to go back to avery.com. And I am going to type it in 5160, and you're going to see it's going to give you a couple of options here. You have the product that you can purchase directly from here instead of going to Amazon. And then you also have the template. So I'm going to go ahead and choose that template right there in the middle so that I can use that template to create. And now we have the template, and let's go ahead and hit start designing. So once we get to start designing, you're going to see it pops up a whole new screen where you can design your label. and pick the one that you want. So before, what I was doing was actually creating the label directly right here. I placed an image there, and then it was just kind of boring. My information was there on the right-hand side. It wasn't cute. It wasn't pretty. I didn't have pretty font. So it was kind of boring. So I'm really excited I discovered this new method to do it, and just doing it on Canva and then dragging it over to Avery. So let's go ahead and select design. Now, once you're over here, you do have the option to edit all or edit one at a time. Now, I don't know why anybody would ever edit one at a time. I will go ahead and edit all because I want a lot of these labels, and I'm going to print probably a couple of sheets. So you can see over here on the right-hand side, those tiny rectangles is going to be each of your labels. So I'm going to go ahead and just hit edit all and then X out of it. Now, once I'm here, you remember where it downloaded, drag it over and then just drop it right in. And look, there she is. That was the label I just created live for you guys. So now drag it over, drag a little bit, make it fit. And then, oh, you went over the max line. So let's go ahead and go back and fix the safety areas. Drag it down a little bit. We went too far. Just keep dragging those corners. And then a little bit more, and then move it centered. And you see those crosshairs right there? This crosshair is going to be your lifesaver. You're going to be able to center it much better using those crosshairs. And now you see over here, all of your labels were created. So every single one of them's there. And then, you know, you never would want to edit one anyway. So I just edit all. And one of the things that I always tell everybody, even in my work setting, is always hit save. Save, save, save. So I'm going to go over here and I'm just going to give it a name. And let's just call it cartoon label. And this way it's saved, it's in my account. I can always come back to it. And if I want to tweak it a little bit here and there, I can, but it doesn't really need any tweaking. And if I want to do some major tweakings, I can go over to Canva and make a whole new label again and then bring it back over the same way I just did. So we'll go ahead and hit print. Now you have the option to print it yourself or to let Avery print it for you, and you can get it in like 1 to 2 weeks or so. I generally print it myself. I have a color printer at home, so I just use my color printer. Also, one of the things you want to realize is whether you need to have your labels face down or faced up. So that's the only little trick that you have to learn, and just print on a blank piece of paper, mark an X, and then you'll know which one's face down versus face up. So print it yourself, and then you want to go ahead and get PDF print. And then it'll open up a PDF for you, and it should take just a second here. And once the PDF opens up, boom, look at all of those labels, ladies and gentlemen. How amazing is that? So I absolutely love this. Make sure it's face down or face up correctly in your printer and just put it to print and do this yourself. And you can do this as many times as you want to. Until you have exactly what you need. You can do this for everything from product labels to personalized label with your information on there. You want everything labeled as best as you can. And definitely, you know, I like to go over to Avery and purchase these, but you can also purchase many different kinds too. You are not restricted to just this size label. And then of course, Canva is always going to have the, give you the ability to make as many different types of labels as you want. So I absolutely love this. This is such a great idea. So I'm super excited to be here today to show you guys this. And then just really quick, I wanted to show you, look at me opening this. And these are all of my files that I've had before that I've saved. So everything is here. Oh, and let's just go ahead and take a look at this dish soap one. So let's open that up so I can show you an example. And you can see here with this dish soap, you can tell that I made this dish soap label when it was strictly on Avery. So I was not savvy enough to know to make it on Canva first and then bring it over. So you can see this was direct edits here on Avery. But you know what? It still worked. And so buying these colored labels allowed me to print in just black ink. And so that was a little bit of a cost savings there. And that helped a lot. And I used this one for my dish soap. So again, this is all you need. And I hope you guys enjoyed it.